This is the Vienna Coffeehouse Conversations, which is a monthly get-together between somebody from Vienna and somebody from around the world. We invite a large group and people sit one-to-one for dinner and a glass of wine or a cup of coffee in this beautiful coffee house. The setting for us is very important. The coffee house tradition in Vienna is something which UNESCO has recognised as intangible cultural heritage. And there was a particular moment in the earlier 20th century where you had Klimt, Schiller, Freud, Schoenberg in music. You could really hear some interesting late night debates, and we want to bring a bit of that back, that kind of energy and dynamics. We have a question menu which allows people to dive into some interesting and big subjects. The Viennese are not so good at small talk, but they're really quite good at big talk. So the questions are quite complex, quite interesting questions. For example, which part of your life was a waste of time? And what different kinds of love have you known in your life?
How important is money to you?
Right now, I'm going to say very important, but not for me.
We see it a bit like riding on a train, where you sit with a stranger for 3 or 4 hours and have a remarkably interesting and complex conversation because there are no consequences. You know, it's just that moment there. You probably never see them again, and therefore you talk about your relationship or your job or things that are really quite important to you. We see the dialogue as very important as opening up things not just between different nations, but also different cultures and religions, but also men with women, gay with straight, old people with young people is an interesting dialogue. We like the idea that you're really getting a fresh perspective there. Vienna is a city with a big difference between the fantasy of the place, this rather fairy tale chocolate cake city, and the reality, which is much more interesting. So we hope that people can go beyond the cliches of Vienna and actually sit down with a local and discover a lot more about the city and the life here in 2015.
Mit Liebe machen, ja? Guten Appetit.
Danke.
Exactly.
So we've had people from over 40 countries so far, and we see it as a great opportunity to sit down for dinner with somebody from China or from Los Angeles, from Congo, from Saudi, and just get a different perspective on the world. They will answer a question like, how important is money to you? Very differently than people in Europe might. We want some fireworks. We don't want people to agree on everything. We want people to be surprised by the person they're sitting with and to discover something new about the world. So a bit of fresh air into Vienna.